Okay. Hi. This is your new knife. I need to instruct you on the love and care of your new knife because I don't want you to end up like this. So, since I didn't get a chance to show you how to cut when I was there, I'm going to show you today. So I got celery here. Okay. You always want to work on a flat surface. And you always, when you're cutting, you want to keep your hand in this direction, just like a claw. So that if you cut, you're going to cut down like this and not cut like this. Because you want to end up with 5 every time you leave the kitchen. So when you're cutting something, you're going to hold on to it when you get a bigger piece. You're going to hold on to it and you're going to guide the knife. If you want to, you can have the knife touching your knuckle and that way you can guide it. And for every cut, you're just going to back your knuckle up. But you're always going to keep your fingers of your left hand or your non-cutting hand in a claw position. You can keep it back here if you want and just cut down this way. But as you get closer, if you get distracted, you don't want to cut your hand. You want to cut your knuckle if you're going to cut anything. And that's why a lot of chefs, you'll see them use their knuckle as the guide because they can look up and talk and they don't have to worry about it. They always know where their knife is. So that's what you want to do. And remember, you always want to work on a flat surface. Your knife is very sharp. You never want to cut into your hand. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of marks. I don't want to be blamed for that. Okay, we're going to use that for tomorrow's lunch. So, something different to cut. Cantaloupe. You always want to start with a flat surface. So, we're going to make a flat surface. We're going to cut the ends off. And then we're going to cut down the side. Something big like this, it doesn't really work well to have your hand in this position. You can, but you have to get your fingers, your thumb and your last finger completely around. Okay. Takes some practice. When my chefs taught me, they had me buy a 50-pound bag of onions and a 50-pound bag of carrots on Friday. They expected me to know how to do this by Monday. Okay. Notice I'm always working on the flat surface of the bent or first. Gotta keep the seeds up. That's my stuff that somebody stole the spoon.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher stole my spoon. Dishwasher's name would be Craig. He's trying to clear the counter off for me. Okay, so again, I have a flat surface. Now I'm not going to cut myself. So if I want to get this in chunks, I'm going to keep my hand in paw position, come down like that. And you're using your thumb and your little finger always to hold things. Okay? So that's how you want to do it. You don't want to hear anybody cutting themselves or hear anybody cutting themselves. Okay. You also want to keep your knife sharp. Some people use this to keep their knife sharp. And they do this and they look really pretty doing it. This does not sharpen a knife. This hones the knife after it's sharpened. So this is kind of worthless. You want to get a steel or a sharpening stone. That's the steel. This is the sharpening stone. Mine is a diamond sharpening stone, so I have to get it wet first, and it works better that way no matter what your stone is like. You want to hold your knife firmly at about a 15 to 20 degree angle. And you want to bring it from one tip of the blade to the other because you want the entire blade to get sharp. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. Let this stone do the work. And then you want to do the same number of strokes in the other direction so that both sides get sharpened. And always remember to try and keep that 15 to 20 degree angle. It's going to take some practice. And the way that you know if you're getting it right is you're going to have little scratch marks just at the tip of your blade. That means that you're actually getting it. You're not going too flat like this and scratching at the whole blade. You're not going like this and actually dulling the blade. Okay? You want to keep that nice angle. And I usually do about 10 strokes one way and then 10 strokes the other way. So it gives you practice counting to 10. This would be good for Jesse to do. And the other thing, last thing I think about your knife is try not to wash it in the dishwasher. The longer it has all that water splashing on it, the duller it gets. One more thing I just thought of. When you are working on a cutting board and you want to scrape things off of your cutting board, don't use your knife to scrape it. Otherwise you're going to dull the blade, because every time your knife is in this position and you're using it, you're going to dull it. Turn it over, use the back side, and push things off. Or if you want to scoop something up, hold it flat and scoop things up into your hand. But don't just scrape them off of the cutting board. Okay? Those are instructions for the care and loving life of your new knife. I hope you enjoy it. It's a 5-star Henkel. It's a professional knife. And,
Sudoku.
Oh, it's a Sudoku knife. But it's a Henkel brand. Sudoku doesn't really mean anything to you, but it's just kind of the shape of the knife. So, that's it. Love you. Bye. Happy birthday.